I love the game so much that I felt like I needed to bring to Facebook because I hadn't met you yet. And I was like, I feel like we need better Fallout 76 content creators on Facebook. And a few
Yeah,
people
there was
told me I
very few
should.
when I started.
So a few people told me I should stream. The idea was there. And then, it just started happening. And here we are almost 2 years later.
Hell yeah. Welcome to the Bad Posture Podcast. My name's Matt,
And I'm Anthony.
and today we have a special Fallout 76 guest, the top streamer, top female streamer, It Renee.
For all you sucks out there.
But yeah, fuck Facebook then. If you're doing good on a platform, you know what I mean? There's
Right.
no why I mean I get the
And then, like, Facebook's been so miserable lately. Every time I do stream there, if it's not Fallout, okay, if I stream Fallout, no problems. But
Right.
if I stream any other game, it's nothing but me getting trolled or stream sniped or getting told what to do and how to play the game. And I'm just like, I can't fucking do it
Right.
anymore.
Yeah, that's what that's kind of what killed streaming for me. Like I like doing it, but it's like I got like pigeonholed. I felt that I got like pigeonholed in Fallout, and it's like I want to play other games, and then just either nobody shows up, or like you said, it's just like fucking people being weird as fuck. Like, and it's just
Well,
like
people say something about how does my audio sound? I haven't used my microphone on Discord before.
it's
That was
good.
good.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
good. It's good.
All right. Just making sure. Like, usually I'm on my phone talking to people. They're like, you need a new mic. I'm like, I'm on my phone. Like, so,
no,
but,
that's good.
but
yeah,
no,
that's what
it's
killed it for me
horrible.
was
Yeah.
I just felt like I was stuck. You know what I mean? I was stuck with a game, and I just I lost my love for the game. You know
They
what I
say
mean?
that the analytics on Facebook, if you stream other games, it like starts you back at the bottom with everything. And
Yeah,
so
so
every time
you
you
don't get
switch a
discovered and shit.
game, all of your stuff goes away and everything. So I'm just like,
That's crazy.
I
That's not
love
cool.
playing Red Dead.
Yeah.
Do you role play in the games?
I did once. This is a sore subject. I did once, and for 2 streams, I had a character on Fallout that was a Western gal who was
Oh
the
yeah, I
hub of the
remember.
wasteland, and I can't say her name because her name is offensive. And
Oh shit.
so when someone messaged me about it, and then
I didn't think the name
hold
was
on, I'm gonna
offensive.
say this now because people are gonna hear this. When the person messaged me about it and called me racist and then blocked me, how am I supposed to fix the situation?
Right.
I don't
So I
remember the
got brought
name
up on
being
Twitter again the
racist.
other day. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
it wasn't racist. It was totally a hoe name, but whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like a slutty name more than like I didn't think
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
racist.
okay.
It was like a slutty
I
name.
remember.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
funny.
unless people just consider the South.
It's fun. Yeah.
Unless people just consider the South racist. Like
I
if that's what's racist about it, it had like a Southern sound to it. You know what I mean?
I was just being a hoe.
Yeah,
She was
fuck.
an explosives build. She liked to make men explode. I mean, come on. Like the quality
Nice.
content we were offering.
Nice.
Yeah, we did you played GTA for a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's just the thing with GTA is getting all your friends in the same server takes
It's
2
a headache.
hours
Yeah, it's a
before you
headache.
can even start doing anything.
Yeah, it's
So we
definitely
stopped playing it.
I was just gonna say because since you got a new PC, there's like
I'm gonna
role
give
play
it some love
servers.
real quick. Oh, it's a new piece.
But yeah, there's like role play servers on there that like people are just in character the whole time. They're like super modded servers. And
Yeah, I mean, I
it
even
seems like a
put
lot
the
of fun.
overalls on and had the
Hell yeah. Fuck
It was
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that's the way to do
People
it.
were cracking up, and then yeah, I enjoyed it.
Hell yeah.
Whatever.
So what's new with you though,
Yeah.
Renee? We haven't talked other
I
than in
know.
your
I've
streams
like
for a while.
VP wants to talk to me. We haven't talked.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "You sure you want to talk to VP? He's like your biggest troll."
I
I'm
just
like, I know. And
That's just
here's
him.
yeah, I would say let me tell you the secret about me. If I don't fuck with you, like if I don't like pick on you, it's because I don't like you. Like if I pick on people, that's just I don't know how to show love any other way. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I am. I'm kind of a troll.
Yeah,
Like
when you do stop by the stream, I'm like, oh god, forgive us.
like me and
Am I
Anthony
seeing
were
it
just playing
to
Call of
make
Duty.
you feel awkward?
Me and Anthony were just playing Call of Duty, and he had less kills than me, and I was just talking shit the whole time. Like, oh, this
That's
fucking bum. Look at this bum on the bottom of the board. You know what I
no,
mean? Like I just talk shit.
the last time we talked was when you hung out with me on Nuclear Winter for the charity, and
Yeah.
that's the last time I talked to you. So,
Yeah, other than streams, yeah.
but no, I'm back to work.
Oh yeah, how's that
So
going?
it's going great. I love
Are
it.
you
Making
guys
monies.
inside yet?
No, we are
Still outside?
outside in a tent, freezing our asses off,
Oh
dealing
man.
those cards.
That's so what games do you deal again?
Baccarat, blackjack, 3-card poker, and Pai-Gow poker.
What is Baccarat?
Baccarat, you have basically 2 hands, banker and player, and whoever is closest to 9 wins. So you draw 1 card for one side, 1 card for the other, 1 card, flip them over. Say you have a 10 and a 5.
Yep.
A 10 is 0, so technically you only have 5. So the other card opens up a 10 and a 9. They have 9 already. They win,
So
natural
they win.
9. Woo! It's super easy, and it's like one of the best games to play at a casino because the odds are amazing.
Oh
That's
really?
amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, do people tip out good? People like tip you and stuff? That's probably
So
like
a lot of people don't understand like how tipping goes in a casino. If you're gonna go to Vegas and you tip that dealer $100, guess what? They're doing tip share. So if there's 100 dealers working, they got $1 from you.
Oh shit.
so
But
everyone splits.
where I work in California, we keep our own.
Oh, that's
So
dope.
if someone tips me $100, guess what? That's my $100.
Nice.
Hell yeah. No, that's dope.
The
'Cause yeah, I
most I
mean,
made, we were talking about this at work. The most I made one night was $6,200.
holy
So
fuck.
mhm,
Nice.
That's more than
it's
I make
good.
in like 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah. So I'm
That's
glad
fucking
to be
wild.
back to work. That's all I
Yeah, I
can
bet. I
say.
bet. Yeah,
Dang,
that's
dang.
fucking that's crazy. How's like schools and everything? How's Chloe adjusting to all that?
They're supposed to return to in-person education on the 23rd of March. She's been doing homeschooling since the COVID stuff started in March, and I feel like it's going horribly.
Yeah.
As a parent, I am so let down with the education system, especially here in California. I've heard her teachers, I walk by, make sure she's not sleeping during class because she likes to. And she's laying in her bed with her laptop. I'm like, does the teacher even like count that if like just half your face is showing? Like what's
Yeah.
going on? And like the teacher, she'll ask a question and the teacher will be like, oh, just Google it.
Oh man.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Are you
That
kidding me
sounds
right
like my
now?
college experience.
Well, college is different. I think college
College,
is
this is
different.
high school. Like,
Right. College from everyone I talked to that went to college, they all said it was kind of you
you
pretty
taught
much are teaching
yourself.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
They give you like a roundabout, like a little bit of the information. They're like, okay, see ya.
Yeah,
Figure it out. You know what I
basically.
mean?
I mean, I went to college. Chloe, she might not go to college. I
I don't
have a degree that I don't use, so like
yeah, that's a lot
I
of
can
people.
support.
What do you have a
Yeah, I
degree
can
in?
Yep.
support her. Biochemistry.
Biochemistry.
Oh.
Well, goddamn.
Hmm.
I mean, I bet you don't
Yeah, I
make
got a
62.
smart one on the show today.
I bet they don't pay $6,200 a night, a day in
No, they
in
don't,
biochemistry.
and that's what I'm seeing. Like, I make
Yeah.
so much money as a card dealer,
Right.
and my degree, and I only work 2.5, 3 days a week.
Yeah. So how'd you get into dealing cards?
Funny story. I grew up in Vegas actually. So I was born in Alaska, grew up in Vegas, went to college in Oregon, then came down here to California. So that's how I made it out here. But when I moved here to California to continue to get my doctorate degree, which didn't happen obviously because I say, you know, biochemistry. But I was looking for a job and I applied like 200 different places and this place called me back. I went into the interview thinking it was for a card dealer position, but it was actually for a part of the casino called the corporation or the proposition players here in California. It's how card rooms get around playing against the house and all these different rules and regulations that go with gambling in California. So, and basically, you just sit on the table and you watch the dealers and the players make sure no one's cheating. And you are the bank. So if the players win, you give money to the dealer and they pay him out. If the players lose, you collect the money. It's a total separate thing than most people think how
Okay.
gambling goes. But I started doing that. And I moved up in the ranks. I became a senior manager for one of the corporations, and I was working all the time. And I never saw Chloe. I was divorced, never saw Chloe. And so everyone always said, "You have the personality of a dealer. You should deal cards." And I used to train people, so
Yeah, like
it
you knew
just
the
came
games, right?
naturally. I was already dealing the cards for all the people I was training for the corporation, and so I went and I auditioned at the place I'm at now, and I got hired on the spot. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, I've been there now 9 years.
That's
So
crazy. That's dope though.
with
That's
the
awesome.
same company basically, because it was the same sister company between the corporation and the dealers. 13 years now. So
Do you ever
yeah.
have to
You
did you
really
guys
just
ever
stream
ban
for
anyone?
fun.
Yeah. What'd you say, PP?
Did you did you guys ever have to kick anyone out or like ban anyone from the casino for making too much money?
Shoot, it's a nightly basis. What are you talking
Like when
about?
people
I've
make too
got
much
stories.
I'll
My
say I've
first
heard
night
go
my
ahead.
first night back, this lady face planted it. She was just walking and she just boom, fell over. Everyone looks over at her, and then they just look over and they keep betting and
Just
gambling like if nothing
resume.
Sounds
happened.
about right.
Yeah.
Resume. Don't want to fuck up the luck streak, you know what I mean? Don't need time. Don't
Hmm.
got time to take my mind off my money.
Deal those cards.
Right?
I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
I've heard you know Dana White is like fight like UFC or anything, like the owner of the UFC.
No.
All right, so Dana White, he runs a UFC. But anyway, he's like a very big blackjack player, I guess. And he's been
Mm.
like banned from 2 casinos in Vegas because he won too much money. Like they kicked him out. He won like I want to say like 1 point some million dollars on
We
blackjack
get a
and they
lot
banned
of
him.
football players at our
Okay.
card room. So out here in the Bay Area.
I was gonna say you meet
I'm not
any
mentioning names.
I was say yeah. How many
I
famous
can't
people
talk
do you
about
run
that
into?
kind of stuff.
Now, do they do private tables? Because I know like
Yeah, we do private tables buy-ins. If you buy in 20,000, you can get your own table.
yeah.
Our casino, we're at the Bay Area, so we have a lot of high-end customers.
Hell yeah.
One guy, I'm not mentioning names, but oh my goodness. Whoa.
Got sprayed.
Ah! But his minimum bet is $10,000 a hand.
Yeah.
So,
That's like that's a Dana White hand. That's what he said. He's like
yeah.
I start at 10 and he's like I'm normally up at like 50s in the 50s playing blackjack.
Yeah,
I can't even
they'll
imagine
max the
that.
table out. They'll
I
max the
couldn't
table
imagine that
out.
shit. That's so
It's
fucking wild.
crazy. Like my heart's like racing. I have so
Yeah,
much
I'd be nervous.
fun doing it
I'd be
though.
nervous
But
dealing to him. Like I don't want to give you bad cards, man. That's a lot of fucking money you're about to lose. They
they're
probably tip
taking the
hella
game. I
good.
mean, I get freaking people telling me constantly like, "You're the worst dealer in the world. You're
Yeah,
bad luck.
people get mad at the
You're
dealer.
bad luck." Yeah,
Yeah, people
I've
get
been followed home.
Oh
for
my
real.
god.
Yeah,
That's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
I've been followed out to my car.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
I've had
They don't
racks
walk you guys
thrown
out
at my head,
for
like a
real.
whole rack of chips just like chucked at me.
That's
Like, yeah,
crazy.
it's insane.
They don't
Their chips? It was their own
Yeah,
chips?
yeah.
I'd
They
be like, that's a
won
tip.
or they
Thank
lost
you.
the hand. Just the other day, this guy, he lost the hand and he was holding the cards. And when he slammed it down, it hit his rack of chips and all the chips just like flew everywhere and like hit my dealer that was on the table with me, hit her in the face and everything. So, I mean, it happens.
What do they do about that? Like, what if other people grab their
They go
chips?
tell him to calm down and because
No, I'm
he's a
saying like,
big action player and
what was that? There was a movie. It was like some Italian like mob movie. But anyway, they like as a distraction, they fucking threw a bunch of chips up in the air so they could get the because they were cheating, and they threw a bunch
Mhm.
of chips in the air as a distraction, and people were just picking them up off the ground.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
what do you do about that? Like if someone
Uh,
threw some, like if someone threw their
Everyone
chips,
stops, then security like runs. It's like all
Mm.
scatters
that's
together to help
crazy.
pick up the chips and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. Because I'm sure people get drunk and fucking trip and drop all their fucking chips, and it's like, oh fuck, I just lost all my money.
I've been
Everyone,
carrying chips too, and I've dropped $100,000 in chips one
what
night.
the fuck?
Oh
Whew.
man.
Did you get it all
That
back?
was embarrassing. Yeah, because it was just me over by the cage, and so they just
Well, that's
like
good at
went
least.
everywhere. But it made it into the Follies video in security, so they
Yeah,
have a full folder of like all the funny
all
stuff
the
that
people that fall.
happens.
Oh shit.
Yeah, face
That's
I need,
plant
funny.
all the time.
I
Yeah.
need that. I need that fucking
Right.
It's
Google
pretty funny
Drive.
because when I was management, I could just go in there and watch it, but I'm not management anymore, so I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
what they've
yeah.
been getting lately.
That's funny though. Yeah, there's probably some good ones.
Yeah.
So let's rewind, Renee. Let's
Oh
go
God,
back in
this is
time.
the part I'm nervous about.
Yeah, all right. So let's
Okay.
so you said born in Alaska. How long were you in Alaska?
Well, most of my family is all still up there, but we lived there until I was, I want to say, 3. Moved to Washington. That's where my mom's family was, and then when I was 8, we moved to Vegas. So yeah, and I lived there on and off. My mom still lives
How's
there.
Vegas living? Like how is it living there? Like as
As
a
a
child?
child,
Yeah, yeah,
as a
like
child,
right.
things are a lot different than how they are these days, VP. You can't just do the things that we used to do down there.
Right. I'm sure.
Like I'm Chloe likes to tell her friends because like I won't let her take the public bus too often. And so she used to take the bus from one side of Las Vegas to the other to go to concerts, and she won't even let me take it to go to the store. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah, well, back in the day, you didn't really have to worry about too many people
Yeah,
kidnapping you.
people weren't snatching people up left and
People
right.
were snatching kids left and right. So,
Right.
but as a kid in Vegas, it was fun. I had
Yeah. Did you
I did
ever
things I shouldn't have done.
said you ever
Uh,
like pickpocket drunk motherfuckers and shit?
we had fun on the strip as children.
Yeah.
My dad, he used to drop us off every day before work at the water park that used to be there called
Oh
Wet
yeah.
and Wild. And we had season passes, and in the morning we'd go and he'd pick us up at night, and whatever we did, in the meantime, we were kings.
Hell yeah. That's similar to what a lot of people here in Pittsburgh did. Like I know a lot of people. We have like a water park called Sandcastle here, and yeah, that was like the big thing. Everyone had Sandcastle passes,
Mhm.
season passes. I never had them, but I would go
See,
occasionally.
and
Huh.
my
Like I would
dad,
just
he worked for Pepsi, so he would come, like, if they got a service call, he'd come, like, try and, like, sneak up on us, see what we were doing.
yeah, just check on you, make sure you're still there.
Yeah.
I definitely remember going to the amusement park like with my family the one time. I was probably like 13, and I was like with this chick, and they're like, "Hey, we're about to go pick up some weed," and I was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." And we drove like an hour away to go pick up some weed. And they smoked on the way back, and fucking, I came back, and no one knew I was fucking gone. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because we all split
no.
up. We'd meet up at dinner time. You know what I mean? It's like I'd meet us at the picnic tables, little picnic area at dinner time, and then we'll eat. So yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
my
fucking
parents,
gone.
they didn't care what we did either, so, like, I, uh I went to a lot of concerts,
Yeah.
like, a lot of
What's your
concerts.
like what's your like favorite genre of music? Like
Punk. Punk rock.
punk? Hell yeah.
Yeah. So,
What so I'm like very lame when it comes to concerts. I haven't been to very many. Especially like
I've been to
more I've
so
been more
many that I
local.
can't even I've been to so many I can't even, like, when people are like, "Oh, I've seen that." I'm like, "I've seen them. I know I've seen them. I don't know when. It's been like, years." But live
What was your
music.
what's like your most memorable concert experience?
Hmm. There's that bright light again.
That's that's God.
God, most memorable like recently?
Or whenever.
Oh God. There's this band called Tsunami Bomb. Boop,
Okay.
boop.
Shout out to Tsunami Bomb.
Shout out to them. I listened to them when I was Chloe's age. Back in the wee old days of my teenage punk rock years, I saw them play live in Vegas multiple times. One time we were at this place that the mosh pit started, and it was like the floor was gonna fall through below us because
Hell
it was
yeah.
just going so crazy. I was 14. I would never let Chloe go do stuff like that. But now as an adult, so they broke up in 2002 or 2004. But now as an adult, I'm friends with them, and they are from the Bay Area. And when the first time that they did a concert, they had a secret show and invited like 60 people, and it was me and Chloe.
Hell yeah.
And
Is that who Chloe like goes up on stage? Is that
yes,
who
that's
brought
who
Chloe
she
up on
sings on
stage?
stage with.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
So, and like they did an interview because like I told him, I said the last time I saw you guys play live, I was pregnant with her.
That's crazy.
So they did an interview in this magazine. They mentioned it, and like I'm gonna tear up. Like they're great people,
Yeah,
like
that's
amazing.
awesome.
So, but the secret show and getting invited to that, I was just like,
Hell yeah.
so he's gonna start and get me crying over music and bands. How weird is that?
over a concert. That's funny.
No, I just think because Chloe sharing that with Chloe, because we had been listening to it, they were broken up before she was even born.
Right.
Or we had that concert and then they broke up.
Right.
And so then getting to experience that with her, oh man. And it was right after she had spinal surgery. Like, oh, it was great.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's
So
dope. I understand. I hope I get to do cool shit with my son. With both of my
you'll
sons.
get there.
Hell yeah.
The
So you've been a
experiences.
parent for how old's Chloe?
She just turned 17 in January.
God damn. So what's
Yeah.
what's it like? Do you got any advice for me for when my kids turn into teenagers?
Don't get your kid a cell phone.
Oh
Keep
yeah,
them
I'm like
off of
hell up
social
against that.
media. Don't let them have social media.
Yeah.
Most of our fights are things that I find in her phone.
Yeah.
Things she shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Don't let them have TikTok. Even though I know you like TikTok,
I love
VP,
TikTok.
don't let the
I
kids do
love
TikTok.
Listen, I like TikTok. Anthony loves TikTok.
Yeah, I love that shit.
No. But have patience with your children. Like
Yeah.
every kid is gonna go through some kind of struggle at one point, and you
Right.
can't just blow up. You gotta sit and
Right.
think like, hey,
That's my biggest struggle now.
how would you have wanted to have been treated at that
Right.
age in that situation? So
Right. Yeah, that's my
He's
biggest
definitely
struggle.
gonna
I
get
gotta
tested.
I gotta
Mhm.
I gotta fucking I got a temper on me. So most
Yeah.
people don't know that, but it takes a lot to get me mad, but
Patience.
when I get mad, I get fucking mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, my my oldest Matthew, he's so good at getting under my skin though, and he'll be 4 on the 12th.
See, and
He's
you have a
so good at
boy,
it.
like
2 of them.
two boys. Chloe is a girl. It's completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear it's backwards. It's I hear boys are from everyone I've talked to that have like kids and stuff. They say boys are difficult when they're like before they hit a teenager, and then they chill out at their
Yeah.
teens. And then it's the
Girls are
opposite for girls.
easy in
Yeah.
the beginning, and then shit gets crazy.
Yep.
Monsters.
I
Yeah.
hide in my room from her because she scares me so much sometimes. She's like,
That's
you just use
funny.
that as an excuse to play games. I'm like, nah, you scare the shit out of me. Like, to be
That's why
honest.
I secretly built this room to stay away from my kids.
Right?
That
No,
fucking
This is where I
Christmas
hide.
tree.
she sees my new computer and she's like, ooh, you could put Minecraft on that for me. I'm like, hell no.
Minecraft of all things.
Nah.
I know. I have a Minecraft tattoo on my body because of that child right here.
Hell yeah. She loves Minecraft that much. That's kind of dope. Though.
Yeah, I said if you want
I guess that's her era.
I'm gonna let you choose a tattoo for me. And she chooses a Minecraft creeper that she hand drew.
Hell
And I was
yeah.
like, you're really gonna do that to me for the rest of my life? Yes, mom.
That's so funny. Yeah, I didn't even I never got into Minecraft, but I think it missed my generation. It's like, you know what I mean? It's definitely like Chloe's generation where it got super popular, and then that game's held on for a long time. Like it's been popular for a long fucking
I
time.
know.
It's only
I'm
getting
tired
better.
of it.
Yeah, and they keep making it better. They keep adding to it and like making the graphics better. Like they did that ray
Yeah, that's what
tracing on
she
it.
was telling me. She's like, you can make it look like it's real people and not the blocks. I'm like, what?
I mean, they're still blocks, but
like the lighting, the ray tracing, and everything.
Yeah. It's wild what they
I don't like
what they
playing it
did
with
there.
her. All she has me do is collect wood. Go get me more wood. That's like all I hear.
She
Like,
just
are you
got you
having fun
slaving.
building over there? Because I
Yeah,
don't
she's
want to
got
do
you
anything.
slaving for all the mats.
Yeah.
I know they mapped the entire world in that game, like without like human structures and everything. But they mapped the entire world, and you can just travel it in Minecraft in a
Like the
Minecraft
actual
server.
Earth.
Yeah,
As for
like
real?
all
That
the
Like
is
mountains and
insane.
shit, the oceans. Yeah,
That's
that's wild.
crazy.
right.
It makes you want to play it just to
Yeah,
explore it.
that I mean stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
I
cool. It's cool.
actually there's a builder on Fallout who is on PlayStation, and he's been coming in my streams a lot, but he's like, "We can play Minecraft together," and I'm like, "I might play some Minecraft with you because you are an amazing builder." He
Yeah.
does like all the trap bases that don't look like trap bases. It's like amazing. His name's Cosmati. And if you look at his YouTube videos, like you're walking up to his camp, he's got like a carousel, and you're like, "Oh, this is cool." So you go sit on the carousel, and then he flips this switch, and the whole ground drops, and there's like fire and flames and
Hell yeah.
everything. It's crazy.
I will
And he's
say
like, Minecraft. I'm like, "Hmm."
I will say this, playing because I've played on PlayStation. I started on PlayStation and then I went to Xbox. PlayStation, I've found that there's a lot more I don't want to call them toxic, but people that are like people like the PvP more on
Yeah.
PlayStation, I've noticed. Like there's not there's a huge PvP community on PlayStation, whereas Xbox I didn't see it as much. I mean, there's people that like the PvP, but like maybe it's just the people that I was friends with on
Maybe it's just the
PlayStation.
people you were
Yeah,
hanging out with,
right. You're
Yeah,
fucking
I mean, I
pretty
might as
toxic, man.
yeah, I like that shit though. I don't care. Like I miss whenever you
Oh,
used to be able to just wreck people's camps. I miss it. It was
that's
fun to
fair
me.
enough.
Yeah, I really did enjoy wrecking people's camps.
Yeah.
But
I
you
drop
know,
nukes every now and then.
I just
yeah,
like building. That was my shit.
yeah, building's fun, and they've actually
Yeah.
well
I
they added
love
the I
building.
haven't done anything. Didn't they add the
Did you
vaults or whatever?
hear? Did you
What?
hear? Yeah, okay, yeah, they added vaults. That's been around for a minute. It's just there's different ones coming out too, like caves and everything. Right now they're all like vaultish, but they're gonna be coming out with caves and stuff like that. But they're also giving us additional camp slots. So on
That's
one
good.
character, we can have multiple camps. I'm so
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
excited.
that's cool. So you can
How
build
how
like
many?
a settlement.
They haven't given the PTS for it was delayed because of the weather in Texas, and most of the development team is out of Austin there.
Right.
So it should be tomorrow's an exciting day. It's gonna be the inside the vault about everything. So
Hell yeah.
I
Yeah,
always wanted
that's
to just make a town. Like,
right.
yes,
Yeah, like and yeah, you could.
they
That's
have
how Fallout 4
communities
was.
out there. They have communities, like a bunch
but
of people getting together making towns. Like
but
it's
don't you got to be so
crazy.
far from each other?
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah, but if you can wiggle it in there. I mean, like
yeah.
there's this community on Xbox called the Somo community, and they'll load like 9 or 10 people all in South Morgantown, and you just walk up the street and you got like the pie shop, you got the arcade, you got the gas station. I mean,
Yeah, that's
it's
cool.
in the bed and breakfast. There's even gonna be a strip club soon, so
Hell yeah.
it's pretty
I
awesome.
might log in for the strip club.
You've been shoot, we've been stripping it up. We got some dirty things going on lately. I just built a squirt machine at my Get Wet bar,
Oh
That's
VP.
so
man.
funny.
Where you can
That's
get
funny as
squirted
shit.
at the Get Wet bar.
Hell yeah. So so what did we talk? We talked Vegas, then California
Vegas,
started
it was
dealing.
fun. Yeah.
Did you where were you whenever Chloe was born? Were you still in Vegas or were you
She was born in Vegas, yeah. So I got pregnant at 17, I turned 18, and she was born a month later.
yeah.
Um, so yeah.
And then
We
you and your
moved up
ex
to yeah, we moved up to Oregon when she was about 3, and that's when I started college up there. So,
and
Portland.
then were you and your ex together for like a while or did you guys
Sounds like I knew you were gonna bring this up.
I mean, hey, it's just I'm just piecing the story together.
We met when I was 16. I got pregnant at 17. Then we were together. We got married. Give me a second to think. We got married when Chloe was 2. 3? Because I just remember, and this is like going to be a funny story. So I just remember our friend was with us. We got married at the courthouse because I was going to join the Navy.
Maybe.
I was joining the Navy. I took the ASVAB, scored high enough to be what was it? It was either a linguist or I was going to be a helicopter pilot.
I've been sick.
Then there was like the nuclear. I didn't want to do the other option was like nuclear engineer or some shit like that. Keep me away from that. But anyway, so we got married for that. But at the wedding or at the courthouse, I'm wearing jeans and flip flops.
Hell yeah.
I mean, damn TV. Jeans and flip flops, and our friend that was our witness is on crutches because he just got in a car accident, and he's holding Chloe for us, and she's just reaching out the entire time they're reading the vows. She's just reaching out, going, "No, don't do it, don't do it."
Oh my god.
The entire freaking time.
That's funny.
So yeah, and then I didn't join the Navy because his uncle was in the Navy and called to see like where all my stuff was gonna be, and they were like totally they were telling me, "Oh, you're gonna go to school right away." They had me put on a freaking boat already. So he was like, "Don't sign the papers." I'm like, "Okay."
Ah, shit.
So
I had an aunt that joined the Navy and then I never saw her again.
that
Nothing bad happened to her. She just never
Just
came back.
disappeared.
But yeah, she moved to like Illinois or something.
Yeah. That's what
yeah.
happens. You get stationed all over the place. They move you around a lot too.
Yeah, they were telling me they're like, "Oh, you're gonna go to school for you'll be around your kid. You're gonna go to school." Then he goes and looks, and they had me like cleaning toilets on his ship, and I'm just like, "What?"
Fuck that.
No,
I
no
couldn't do the
thanks.
military. We talked about this last episode was with Crumb. He you know what I mean, he's an army veteran and he like you similar was young, had a baby and decided to go to the military. You didn't go, but you know what I mean, like same thought
Yeah,
process essentially. And yeah, I just couldn't I couldn't do it. I hate authority and it
I was looking
hurts.
for
It
something
hurts
to
me to
do,
listen to people.
so yeah. Since I decided not to do that, I went to college instead.
Hell yeah. No,
So
that's cool though. I mean, I wish I went to college. Not as much
Oh,
for anything in particular, but like I feel like you meet a lot of cool people in college.
I
You know what I
did
mean?
it. I talked
I
to
feel
more
like it's a
people from high school than I do that I went to college with.
really. Yeah, I just feel like networking. Like I probably would have went for something business related, but I don't really want to work for anybody. Like that's not my plan in life is to work for someone. Like I want to own my own business. So like I would have probably went for business, but I probably would have just used the opportunity to meet other people and like essentially network with people.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
was
probably what
looking
I
for
would
a
use college for.
career that I was like I could do. I was going to school to be a pharmacist. Oh no, what
oh,
That
happened?
what was
was
that?
that
What
was
was
me, I
that?
think. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to school to be a pharmacist, but not like everyone thinks, like working at Walgreens. I wanted to work in like research and development,
Okay.
so help cure diseases.
Hell yeah.
If I probably went through it, might have been working on the COVID vaccine
Right?
and stuff
You
like
never know.
that. Now that I think about it, but yeah, so that's what we were going towards, and then I got divorced. And during the divorce, it was like I was working, going to school, being a parent, and then school started at 9 a.m., but then I got hired at the job to work until 10 a.m. And like it was just I was like, I'll go back to school. That was 9 years ago.
Hey, you gotta do what you do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Especially then you're then a single mom, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta get it done, you know. It's hard, you gotta provide though, that's
Priority
important.
number one is her. I told her, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about you the entire time. She was like, don't do it.
I told you she's next week. We'll get her side of the story.
Oh God.
She'll tell us all about you. I'm
Yeah.
sure. So you made it you said you had all kinds of like crazy youth experiences. What are these crazy youth experiences?
Let me pull one out of my ass. God.
Like
I'm
what was an
trying
average day of like 15, 16-year-old Renee?
oh God.
Like in the summer, no school.
Well, like my crazy stories are mostly like all my family stuff. my parents got divorced when I was 9. My
Same.
mom was a cocktail waitress in Vegas, party animal.
Yeah.
If she's listening or watches this, yeah, a party animal. One
Yeah,
time
she's been
I
featured
have
on your stream.
they love she is one of my channel point redemptions for people to save up their channel points to call my mom because like how freaking funny she is. She's hilarious. But I mean, not even as a kid, I could tell you this story about her, and this is how crazy my mom is. She's like, Renee, can you order us some cone heads for Halloween? I'm like, cone heads? She was like, the movie Coneheads? We want to put the cones on our head. I'm like, okay. So I ordered them and she was like, can you babysit your little sister? I have a little sister who is turned 22. So she was 12. I was 12 when she was born. So she's like, can you watch her? We're going to a Halloween party at a casino. I'm like, all right. Guess who freaking was frying on mushrooms and had to get picked up from freaking security? My
Hell yeah.
mom.
Oh,
So,
I'll party with your mom. She sounds cool.
my mom is crazy, but yeah. So, I mean, just stuff like that. Like, my family's insane.
Did you ever
And
dabble in the psychedelic
I
world?
tried, listen, I have a story, I guess. So, I tried mushrooms once. Uh, and we did them on the 4th of July. And we went to the desert out in Vegas, and we're like, we're gonna all take mushrooms. So we all do it. And it was like 6 of us. Mine obviously didn't do anything because everybody else is freaking frying. And I'm just sitting there like, what is going on? Like, there's nothing happening. So I had to basically babysit everyone all night.
Oh
that
shit.
My friend
sucks.
almost blew herself up. She was
Oh shit.
lighting
Trying to shoot
fireworks.
fireworks.
She was lighting them, and she accidentally kicked it over when she was walking away, and they started shooting at her, and all you see
Oh
is like in the
shit.
background her body,
That's,
like
I couldn't imagine
that's an
that. Like
adventure.
yeah, I was gonna
yeah,
say I couldn't imagine. I've tripped multiple times, and I could not imagine fireworks shooting at me when I'm tripping. I'd be fucking
yeah. So I
freaked
mean, I
out.
tried it. It didn't work, so I never tried it again.
Like, do you know? Do you remember how much you took, or you just whatever they
What
gave
was
you? You're
that?
like, okay,
It was an 8.
an eighth.
Yeah, that definitely should do something.
Yeah, you definitely should be
Right?
tripping. If you weren't tripping on eighth,
Everybody else was having a blast.
yeah,
Not Renee.
yeah,
Acid's
you're just
better, anyways.
yeah. Acid is better than mushrooms.
Never done that.
Yeah, it's better. Just take our word for it.
I'm a
I mean,
mom.
you're
I've been a mom my whole life, and that's what is scary to think about is that she's gonna be 18.
yeah, you're about to go crazy.
Renee's gonna get wild up in
You're
here, do all
gonna
these things I've never been able to
yeah,
do.
you're gonna kick her in the ass. You're gonna start taking acid. You're gonna call her. You're gonna call her to the fucking watch. Come pick me up. I'm at the casino tripping on fucking mushrooms with a cone
Right?
head on.
I got a cone head on. Imagine cone heads. This is my mother. I gotta pick her up. You know.
That's so funny. I could imagine that shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I
and
bet
that
there
was
was
in
a
Vegas. Yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
There's
there
probably some
one
crazy times.
time my friend Vegas, they used to have on the radio station called Drunk Message Monday. So you would send
Oh,
in
nice.
your best drunk message from the weekend that you got from your friends. And there was one time I got a message from my best friend. Shout out to Dr. Bailey. She's a
Shout
doctor
out.
now.
Hell yeah.
But we were at the club and it was me, her, my now ex-husband, and 2 other girls. And these shots just kept rolling on in, just kept coming, and we were just like, yeah, we're not paying for these. We don't know what's going on. Uh, come to find out, it was my ex-husband. All the guys were like, "You're with all these girls," and he's like, "Yeah, just buy them some shots. They'll dance with you guys, whatever." And so we had a meeting at work. We both worked at Proactive at the mall, and we had a meeting at work at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was the only one who showed up. I lost my cell phone. When I finally found the phone, there was a message from her, and she was just like, Renee, I don't know where I am right now.
Oh,
I'm in
shit.
my car. But
Oh, shit.
we're not at the parking garage we were in last night.
Oh
I
shit.
woke up in my
Uh,
car and I don't know what's going on.
That's some
Why
hangover
do you
shit.
guys why do you guys keep buying girls that are already drunk more and more shots? Like, I don't understand. So I sent it in the radio station. They played that shit. It was great. I
Hell
was
yeah.
like,
That's
man,
awesome.
yeah, it's so
Yes.
funny.
That's like the real Hangover. They actually turns out the people that made the Hangover owe you money because that's probably
Yeah,
the story they stole.
probably. I mean, it was that was a wild night. We started at one end of the strip to the other, and we had the last place I remember we were at was the Toby Keith bar. So- and
I've
I
never
hate
been to
country
Vegas.
music, so I don't know what was going on in that
You don't know why the hell you were there.
situation.
Yeah, I've never been to Vegas. I've always wanted to go. I've just never.
Oh, come to Vegas with me. Like, I'll show you
All right.
things.
Well, my dream, if I had to pick how I go to Vegas, which I mean, I guess I would pick because I'd be the one buying all the tickets and stuff. But I would go to I would do the like Fear and Loathing trip. I would do it like that. I would go to California, rent the Cadillac, and fucking
Yeah.
drive it with hella drugs and just fucking go crazy. That's what I would
Yeah,
do.
I know
I'd
some
be
insane
there.
people.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
swinging at
Vegas
bats and
is
shit.
one of my friends that I went to high school with is a stripper in Vegas, and she does like tours all over the US now and stuff like that. And she was in Lady Gaga's music video for Poker Face back in the
Hell yeah,
day.
that's cool as shit.
Yeah, like I know a ton of people. The craziness from Vegas. The Killers, I used to see them at house shows.
For real.
So, yes.
Goddamn.
Like I could just keep going. Freaking Imagine Dragons. They went to the high school that was one of our rivals. But
Crazy.
you know,
Yeah,
I'm
I
an
don't.
old lady. I'm an old lady.
I mean, you're not much older than I am, or Anthony is. We're all around the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
But
old.
yeah, I guess.
Nah. Nah, we're good. We
Yeah,
got
not
time, guys.
not old
I don't
yet.
even.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
nice thing about since Chloe's almost 18, at least you're still young, and you'll be
Right.
able to like really enjoy yourself after. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
Like,
have so much fun.
right? Yeah, it's not like you're gonna be
I
like
keep
me.
counting
I'm
the
gonna be
days
like
down. I'm
fucking
like,
50,
Chloe, you're 10 and 18 and so days.
right? Yeah, I'm gonna be like
You
50.
get
So
a
like
job yet?
I got mine done. Yeah, just kick her out.
Yeah.
Give her a couple. Pay her first month's rent and kick her out. Be like, figure it out, kid.
Bye.
Here's your first and last month. See ya.
And I've always just told her that when, I came to California to continue school, not to live here. And but then we got divorced. And you can't move out of state and all that fun stuff if the other parent says no. So
Yeah,
like I said, I'm here until she's 18.
yeah.
And then
So
I
do you
told her, I
plan?
said, you can come with me.
Do
You
you
can
plan on
come with me
moving?
wherever I go. Yeah, I don't know where.
You don't
We
know
we
where yet.
might be taking a road trip this summer, checking out the US.
That's the move.
Nice.
Rent
Yeah.
like a RV and just fucking
And I'm gonna stream on the road. Why do you think I got this awesome laptop?
hell yeah. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be cool as
It's
shit.
in the plans, it's in the works. Like just everything keeps falling into place for it to actually happen.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah,
This
I'm
is. I feel like this is
excited.
a good time to travel the U.S. to.
I was thinking to like
Yeah.
do like a Fallout tour, go to all the Fallout locations
If you go to
and
West
play
Virginia, you better
Fallout.
hit me up
Yeah.
because I'm literally
Right.
like
I
I
probably will
can get
be
to West
there.
Virginia. I can get to like Morgantown in like an hour and a half.
Right.
Well, and I was thinking Boston too, because that's
Well, that's a little further from me,
Boston. Yeah,
but
so we might be passing on through.
yeah, I'm definitely close to West Virginia. So if you end up in West Virginia, give me a
You know
call.
I'm gonna end up in West
It's wide open
Virginia.
down there too. My Shara,
I
her
hate it up there.
where up here?
West Virginia. No,
Oh yeah,
West Virginia. I just
it's
hate driving through.
it's a little windy. It's windy and mountainy, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
driving on those windy mountain roads, man, is fucking scary.
I like
hate
that shit though. I love to drive though.
I
I love
drove on Alaska roads,
Yeah,
Alaska
I couldn't.
highways.
Where in
Okay,
Alaska did you does your family from?
well, Fairbanks,
Okay.
but right outside of Fairbanks, there's a town called North Pole, Alaska,
Yeah.
where there's candy canes for the freaking light
Re-
poles,
really?
Santa Claus's workshop. Yes.
That's hilarious.
I got
And then
family
why do you
right
think I
outside
hate
of Anchorage.
Christmas? Why do you think I hate Christmas? I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
where's Fairbanks in
It's like in
comparison
the
to
dead center by the Yukon River. It's north, like super north of Anchorage.
now? Is it
Like in the
small? Like
middle.
I just imagine Alaska's like town, like they're small towns. Like I imagine like
Yeah.
1,000 people.
Yeah.
Well, so small that Renee can't even get away with returning a movie to the wrong Blockbuster and not get in trouble for it.
That's crazy.
What?
I go to the grocery store. Hi, I'm your cousin. I'm like this because we lived up there. So I moved up to Alaska when Chloe was about a year old.
Okay.
And we lived up there for almost a year. I couldn't take it, so we left. Went back to Vegas. It was too cold. Like I said, I was related to half the freaking
Yeah,
people
you like
there.
right. You couldn't have fun.
I worked at the Cold Stone up there. Yes.
That's kind of weird. Do they even need a cold stone? Can't you just make it
Alaska
outside?
is the number one consumer of all ice cream products, by the way,
That's
just
so
so you know.
weird to me.
Oh man.
So they opened up a new Cold Stone. I'd been working at the one in Vegas, so I just applied and they hired me as an assistant manager right away.
That's cool.
And we had a line out the door opening day, and it was 20 degrees below zero.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was probably colder outside. Like, oh, maybe they consume so much ice cream because it feels warm compared to the outside temperature.
I had to tackle a bum one time because he stole an ice cream cake. I don't know.
Oh my god.
maybe.
Is there
Like-
homeless people in Alaska?
Oh, all over the
Yeah.
place. Now, see,
Yeah.
the
Really?
big thing, and here's the thing about Alaska. So their natives, the Alaskan natives, get paid by the state monthly. So most of them don't work and they all drink and live on the streets. And then during the winter, they freeze to death. And then you find them thawed out in their dead bodies
That's
when spring
crazy.
comes.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
it's
that. Like,
it's
if I was gonna be
it's
homeless, that's
common.
like the worst place. That'd be the last place I would want to go.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Like, if some
common.
shit
Like they
happened, even if you already lived up there, I'd be like, I gotta find a way out. I'm fucking hitchhiking my way out of here.
Yeah, and then there's this thing on the radio where they'll be like, "We had 13 ITDs today," and you're like, "What the hell is that?" When you first move up there, and those are in the ditches. That means people's cars slid off and went to the. And that's the
That's
news up
crazy.
there. There's 13 ITDs today.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, it was an experience. I will never go back ever
I
for
always wanted
any
to take a cruise up
circumstance.
there. I've
No.
always wanted to do like an Alaskan cruise to see like the whales and shit, but that's about it.
Yeah, no, don't do it. Stay away.
Yeah, maybe
People
snowboard.
are
I've seen some
crazy.
cool snowboard documentaries that were like they're like jumping out of helicopters and fucking crushing mountains, but I'm not that
Yeah.
advanced in snowboarding though. I don't think I'm jumping out of a fucking
You're gonna jump out of a helicopter.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'll fucking die. I'd freeze. I'd be the asshole that froze to death.
Yeah.
That would happen, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
that shit's wild to me.
Alaska. No thanks.
It is a
Not for
weird
this
place.
trip.
It does seem strange that it's up there. Wasn't there gold up there? Isn't that the whole reason people settled?
There is gold up there. There's still gold up there. One of my uncles, he has a cabin on this river that the only way you get there is by taking a boat. Like you cannot get there unless you take the boat to get there.
Does he get like his
And
food flown in and shit?
he has a boat. And every time he go up there, he's like got a huge load of materials and stuff, and like right out the front, as soon as you park the boat, is a black sand beach. So you can just sit there and mine for gold right there on the beach in front of the cabin. I mean, it's gorgeous. If
That's
you're an
cool.
outdoorsy person,
Yeah, it
and you
sounds
want to get
fucking.
away from
I like that
everybody,
shit.
Nope, not
Alaska's the
me.
place to go.
Fuck.
I like that shit though. I like being outside. I love the
Yeah,
outdoors.
they've been building that cabin forever, and one of the first times as a kid, I remember going up there. There was bear paw prints on the front window,
Oh my god.
and I'm like, "Oh, where we can have bear? Yeah, we're gonna experience some wildlife, that's for sure."
You ever eat bear?
No,
No. I heard it's.
mm-mm. I won't even eat moose. Moose is a huge thing up there. No,
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
can
I was gonna
imagine.
say when my dad went up
Iguana.
there,
Oh,
he almost died to a fucking moose.
Oh my
They were
yeah,
god.
like,
no.
they were
I
like, they were
haven't
like, be
been
careful,
into
there's
the
mountain
moose.
lions out there. He's like, oh fuck a mountain lion. And then
A
yeah,
moose almost
went face
fucking
to
killed him.
face with him. Yeah, he fucking
Yeah,
froze.
I opened the back patio of our house and it was like up on stairs. And so like you open the patio and you had to go downstairs. So I opened up the back door and face to face with a moose. I'm like, holy shit.
That's crazy. I hear they're extremely like. I've never seen one in person, but I hear they're way bigger than You would think.
They are
Yeah.
gigantic,
Yeah, they're
and
massive.
I'm a small person, so you do the math on that one.
Yeah, I hear they're fucking massive. Even like elk and stuff, like, you see them on TV and whatnot, and they're like, oh, that's like because there's nothing else to compare it to. Like, you can't compare it to a
Yeah.
tree because you don't know how old the tree is. It could be, you know what I mean? So it's like there's nothing to compare it to. It's not like there's this person
Yeah.
standing next to them. But yeah, I hear in person they're fucking massive. I couldn't
They're
imagine.
huge.
Wonder what moose tastes like.
It's nasty.
Probably delicious.
Yeah,
My
I feel like it would
uncle
be good.
my uncle cooks it for the dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, elk's good. I've had elk. Elk's good. I mean, if it's anything like elk, I'd enjoy it.
It's big up there. Moose season. I have
But
an uncle who hangs out of a helicopter, and his job is to hang out the side of it and shoot wild wolves in the
Oh
freaking
my God.
forest.
do they eat them?
That's
He, no, he just
No, you
they're
eat it.
overpopulated, so he just
Right. I'm just saying, but you can eat them, right?
I don't
I
think you're
wouldn't eat
supposed to
people.
eat. I don't think you're supposed to eat carnivores and shit like that. For real.
I mean, what you're supposed to do and what people do are two different things.
I mean, I'm just
Like,
just
people eat
saying.
bear.
I
Bear's
don't
a
think that's.
legitimate thing. People eat it. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
they're
usually they're
carnivores.
fucking canning it and fucking
Right. They're very tough.
stocking it for the end of the world or some shit.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I hear they're very tough. It's a very
yeah.
tough, gamey meat. But yeah, so I see your fashionat,
My mug.
your mug and your little banner or whatever in the background.
I won that off of another stream.
Really?
Mhm.
So what's your it's on the topic of Fallout, I guess. So what's your favorite thing about Fallout, like event wise?
The community. Oh,
Just the
event wise.
community.
The community is by far my favorite thing. Like, I've never played a game where I've met so many people that are just so amazing and great content creators and are there for you if you
Yeah,
need someone to talk to,
I
But as
agree.
far as event, my favorite event, God, what's it called? I'm gonna freaking blow this one. Heart of the Swamp. There
Part
you
of the
go.
swamp
Yes. I love Heart of the Swamp.
with
Because it
that big
reminds
old.
me of Vault 94, right?
Yeah, I'll say with that big. What the hell is that thing called? It looks like a
The
fucking
Strangler
flower.
blade? The
Strangler.
Strangler Heart. Strangler Heart, yeah.
Yeah, that shit's yeah, that shit was fun. But I agree with
I
you on
don't
the
care what I'm
community
doing
side
in
of
the
things.
game. As soon as it pops up, I'm over
I want
there.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm legit jealous of your guys' community because the music community sucks.
Yeah.
The hip hop rapper community.
Yeah,
It is crazy.
Fallout is just it's so great. It's
Yeah,
it's
it's a very
amazing.
culty
unique.
game.
Mhm.
Like, a lot of people that like Fallout love Fallout. You know what I mean? And if you find like any type of culty type things like that, like whether it's like cult classic movies or like people that like those
Yeah.
things, they're like, it's easy to make friends with them if you're into that. You know what I mean? So like a lot of people
Yeah.
were down to help each other out and shit. And yeah, I noticed the
This
same thing when I
this is
started
the only
streaming.
Fallout that I didn't fuck with. Like, I
Really?
loved all the other Fallouts. Yeah,
You
man,
barely gave it a try.
A lot of people
but I
didn't
gave
like
it a
it
try.
because it is multiplayer.
I just like the story, the
Yeah.
stories and shit, and the other ones, and I don't want to sit there and read
this one-
everything.
I think a lot of people were disappointed with Fallout 76 because they expected what there is now with like the actual NPCs. Like this
Right.
one, when this came out, when 76
There was
came out,
only
it was
one.
all holotapes. That's literally the story
Yeah.
was holotapes. That's
Yeah.
that's all your lore. And I
I
think
didn't
people were
need
upset about that.
NPCs. I still had fun. You got to make
No,
your
I
own
agree. I played it for a long time.
Yeah.
I definitely played it for a long time. What
We
made
have a
you
blast.
what made you start streaming?
God, I hope he doesn't watch this. Okay, so so I was, I never watched any kind of gaming stream before, and I started playing Fallout. Started kind of growing a little bit of a community with people, and we, I was part of the Facebook groups for Fallout,
Mhm.
and I came across Jimmy Three Sticks streaming
Oh,
Fallout
Jimmy, I know Jimmy.
76.
Yeah, I know Jimmy.
Yeah, and so bad. I was like, I could stream this game way better.
I could
Like,
do
it
that.
was like It felt because like I love the game so much that I felt like I needed to bring to Facebook because I hadn't met you yet. And I was like, I feel like we need better Fallout 76 content creators on Facebook. And a few
Yeah,
people
there was
told me I
very few
should.
when I started.
So a few people told me I should stream. The idea was there, and then it just started happening, and here we are, almost 2 years later.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you are coming up on 2
So
years.
yeah, it'll be 2 years at the end of March.
That's crazy. Hell yeah. Well,
So, but now I'm
congratulations.
over on
Happy 2
Twitch too.
years. Yeah. The new leg of things.
hmm
That's what it's
I
all
don't
about.
know. Facebook may
I
be
think
going down the
evolution's a good
drain.
I think evolution's a good thing. I look at everything I do, personally at least. This is my personal thought process. Everything I do is a step towards something greater. Like I feel like everything can change. Like anything can change at any given time. So I just use everything as like a building block. Like okay, I learned like I used to do photography and video, and I learned a lot of stuff from there. And now I make. Then I went to streaming, and I was like, okay, I know a little bit about cameras. I know how to set things up. I know like the software into things. So I was like, all right, let me go stream. And then as I did that, I was like, oh, I could make video content for this. So I made video content. You know what I mean? Like it's just all like a building block. And then I
Mhm.
was like, oh man, I've loved podcasts. I'd always want to do a podcast. So I found this. I
And
asked
here
this
you
idiot,
are.
and
I, look, our original podcast was gonna be the best,
right,
but our shit got cut short because the newspaper doesn't exist anymore.
right. Yeah,
And
we used to deliver newspapers, and we were gonna do like in the car, like record us in the car delivering newspapers, and call it like the paper
crazy
boys.
shit happened.
Yeah, we used to see
Yeah.
some weird shit, like 3 in the morning. It's shit's weird,
I
but
bet.
yeah, we were gonna call it the paper boys. But
That would be great.
yeah, then
Yeah.
this loser had to move, and so now we do everything via video over
Yes,
For
we
now.
Discord
do.
For now.
for now. Yeah, I mean, I plan on
Yeah.
moving down to Myrtle here as soon as
I,
Cher's in school. So I mean, as soon as she's done with school, then I'll
I
move
mean, for
down there.
me, like, I'm not trying to, I guess I'm not trying to really stream to get famous. Like, I started to, get the
Right.
game out there and to help people and stuff. And I was just telling someone the other night, we were chatting, and I was telling her that, I get so many messages, especially during this last year with COVID and everything. I get so many messages from people thanking me for getting their mind off of things, making them laugh for the
Hell yeah.
day, helping them think about, different stuff going on. Cause I try and stay super positive. Sometimes negativity comes out, but I try and stay super positive for the most part. And I have a little scrapbook. I don't tell people this. I have a little scrapbook with all those messages that people send me so that when I'm
Hell yeah.
having a bad day and I'm like, F the trolls, F streaming, I'm done with it. I just look through it. I'm like, okay, look at all these positive people,
Right, people
and all
enjoy
these
it.
positive things that we've done that they enjoy my content. This is why we do it right here.
Right.
So,
No, yeah, I
yeah.
respect. I think that's the most important thing. I think a lot of people get into it to make the money, and and it and it and it shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can
Yeah.
tell when someone's just in it because they just enjoy it. You know what I mean? That's part of the reason why I stopped, because I was like, it started to feel like a job to me.
Yeah.
Like that's part of it. It started to feel like I was working, and I already work plenty of time. Like you know what
I
I mean? I
get
put enough hours
told
at
all the
work.
Yeah, I get told all the time, people are like, "I don't play Fallout 76, but you sure do make it look fun." I'm like, "'Cause I love the game."
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
do. You
seriously
honestly
love
like
the
when I watch your streams,
game
I can tell you do enjoy playing the
a
game.
lot. Too much. We're at 2,500
I mean, you're
hours
drinking
now.
out of a fucking
Oh my
Fallout
god.
cup. Damn, that is a lot.
Bing. Yeah. And I started playing on PC now that I got this awesome laptop.
I
Ah,
got 76 on PC. I'm like, I don't even know what level I am.
I'm level 24 now.
You're probably higher than me. Yeah,
So,
someone hooked me up with one with a copy of it, and I I played it a little bit, but the person that hooked me up with it, I was like, oh yeah, we'll play, and then we just never was able to hook up and play, and I just it's a multiplayer game, and I like didn't feel like playing myself, and I didn't feel like
Yeah.
joining new communities. I was like, I'm on 2 platforms already. Like, I don't need a whole group of new people
Yeah,
to
I
talk
just,
to.
I've been networking with people for so long on Fallout 76 that I know a lot of people that play on PC that have been like, we want to play with you. Play on PC, play on PC.
What's going on with my computer? But yeah,
And
well,
so,
you
yeah.
met what's it called? The Chad. What's the
Ken?
podcast?
The Chad at Fallout 76 podcast.
Yeah,
Ken,
yeah,
yeah. He's a good pal. I love him to death.
yeah. So that's what I mean. Like you've
God
what
damn,
the
bro.
fuck is
What's
going
going
on with my
on?
computer?
What are you
Jesus.
doing?
I don't know. It's yelling at me, man. It's fucking yelling at
No,
me.
I've met a ton of people, amazing folks from the Fallout community, and that the podcast. Ken is just he's an amazing human being. He's the one who organizes the Fallout for Hope and all the
Right,
charity
right.
stuff that we do, and
Yeah, I mean
he works.
he helped someone that I was close with in the PlayStation community, Doc.
That's
You know what I
how
mean? When
Fallout for Hope got started, was Doc Martin.
yeah.
So that
s-
was our first charity, and then we moved on to St. Jude's. We helped raise over $106,000 for the St. Jude Play Live. And then recently we were raising money for
for Texas.
Texas, for the
Yeah.
people in Texas, and so
Yeah, it's
it's
dope.
he's a great human being and an amazing writer, and his voice, like I love his
Yeah,
voice.
I mean the whole crew, they have great voice acting. It's actually
Yeah,
it's like if you're into Fallout 76, anyone watching this, if you're into Fallout 76, definitely if you haven't checked it out, you should.
it's adult humor too, so it's not.
Right.
I mean, so you're gonna have dark humor, and I mean, but it's freaking the way it's produced and arranged, and I mean, it's on
Yeah,
point.
they did a panel at one of the conventions,
The
didn't they?
game days, yeah, but the
Yeah.
right before COVID and everything.
Yeah,
So,
they did like a
but
live
they've
podcast. That shit was
expanded
cool,
so
man.
much since then. They've added so many new voice actors.
That's
They
awesome.
have a composer that they just hired. I mean, it's going amazing,
They're
and
all,
Bethesda.
are they all in the UK?
No, mm-mm.
Some of them are in the States.
Ken is he's on East Coast.
Okay.
Um, the one a couple of them are from Canada. There's one or two maybe over there in
Yeah, I feel like I follow
over
someone
on
that's
that
in the
side of the pond.
UK. Yeah, I feel like someone.
Probably Chad, the guy that does the voice of Chad.
Okay,
He's
maybe.
he's over in the UK, but he just moved. He started working for some gaming company. So he moved to a completely different country. I don't know the exact details.
That's crazy. Yeah,
So, but
who's their artist? Who does their art? I follow him on Instagram. I can't think of
Craig
his name.
Bunyan Inc.
His art's amazing.
Yeah, there's so many talented God,
Yeah.
VP. The Fallout community is just so talented in
There is.
general.
There
Like,
I mean that's the epic I think it's probably in my opinion it's probably the closest knit community out of all
mhm,
the like games that I've played at least. Like I
yeah.
mean I play mainly now I just play Call of Duty and that's like the most
Did
toxic community I've ever played with.
We're going from the closest to the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
toxic.
Right.
Um, there's, I mean, like just the amount of content creators in Fallout 76 for music. Did you see the robot battle
No,
with the
no.
mechanist? Did you see the rap battle going on?
No.
So someone came out as the mechanist, right? And they weren't revealing who they were,
Okay.
and they were rap battling people from the Fallout 76 community. So they were battling them. They would like send a quick, quick couple beats over. Then the other person would respond with a rap battle, and then they'd go back and forth. It was so funny.
That's
I wrote a
hilarious.
rap, but he never called me out, so I
Let's
never
hear it.
sent it.
Let's hear
No,
it.
Yeah,
Let's
let's hear
hear
it.
no,
I
it.
got it.
I don't. No,
Let's we'll hook you up with a beat. I'm telling you, he's
no,
a producer. He'll play a beat,
no,
bro. Play it. Run a
no.
beat.
I'm not
Mike's
gonna do
not
it.
hooked up.
It's not happening. But so that was going on, and then they finally revealed themselves who they are for the charity. But actually, I think they revealed themselves because they slipped up a few times, and the internet sleuths, we found out who it
Yeah,
really
yeah, for sure.
was.
That's the
So
thing with the internet. You can't hide from the internet. The internet will figure you
yeah,
out.
one little mistake. That's all you
Yep.
need to make.
People will fucking
So
find out everything about you.
yeah. And then there's a guy called Fenwa who dresses as a Silver Shroud, and he sings acoustic guitar covers of songs from the Fallout universe.
Hell yeah.
And it's amazing, and he's
Nice.
amazing. Like, I mean, it's just like, and then there's Charo Miami, she's an artist. Then you have the El Gato Pub, they do fight nights, and it's like this whole freaking thing. You can bet and gamble on the fighters.
Like, can you bet
And I
real
mean,
money?
Real money?
I
Yeah.
don't think so. But that's
Damn.
where I won this from. This from
Nice.
and that. And
Yeah,
they
we
give
used
you
to gamble.
giveaways.
I will say this though, Fight Club. I'm gonna put this on record. It was originated by Patches on PlayStation 4. He did it since
Yeah.
beta. Like he literally
Well,
did
they
it in like during beta. Like him and his
But
they
buddies.
wasn't
don't
there one
do
before?
No, the
they
one
don't really
on PlayStation when I was involved with when I first started streaming, that was like started during beta. Like I found them later on, but they started during beta.
like they don't really the Elgato pub doesn't really do Fight Club. It's like organized matches where they even have like training sessions for their
Oh, that's cool.
fighters. And like she's got different camera views that she switches to and
Oh,
instant
that's cool too. Yeah.
replays. I mean, it is like completely orchestrated and it's so amazing. It's so freaking amazing. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is great
I was gonna say
freaking content
Patches.
in a video game. Try and explain that to people in your real life.
Right.
I watched a boxing match in a video game last
Hell
night.
yeah.
Like,
Fuck yeah.
how
I
was
like
your
boxing
days off,
matches.
Renee? Well,
Like, well, I was watching people fight in a video game. That's all.
we did ladies' night and we went to like 4 strip clubs and we had Fenwa perform some guitar songs for us and everyone's like, so how was your Thursday? And I'm like, well, we did ladies' night.
Hit the strip club.
We hit the strip club up, you know,
That's
watched
funny
a
as
musical
shit.
performance.
That's dope. You also play the guitar too, right?
I do.
How long you been playing the guitar?
You can't see them. God. I played throughout my childhood on and off, but I bought you can't see it. The
I'm
acoustic
kind of see
guitar
it.
there. Chloe was like 7. It's about 10 years now that I've been like actually playing the guitar. I was
Yeah.
taking I was taking lessons for a while, and my guitar teacher kept trying to make me learn songs I didn't want to play.
Nope.
Yeah.
You can't learn like that.
Yeah, and so like I had to give up on him. I was like, I just can't. So I just started, YouTube videos, tutorials. I don't really play like a lot of people when they think like, oh, you play guitar. Well, I do like finger style guitar, I guess is how it's called. Most people don't know. Like I can't sing for the life of me, but my fingers can. So
But you
it's
but you
just
can rap though. Let's hear them. Let's hear
Yeah.
them
no.
bars.
Maybe next time I'll do my rap for Todd. So I have a rap that I wrote for Todd Howard,
Hell yeah.
to the tune of Eminem.
Okay.
What's that song with Dido? Stan. So you know
Okay,
how he's like,
Stan.
dear Stan, or
Well, let's
well,
hear it.
mine's Dear Todd. I don't have the lyrics on me right now, but
What kind of
it's Dear
rapper are you?
Todd. So
It's
a
funny.
very methodical one who thinks about her lyrics a lot. That's who I
That's funny. Well,
am.
if you ever want to
So.
record it,
I mean,
let
it's
us know.
funny. Like I've read a few of the lines out on stream before when people ask me about it. They're like, "How's your rap come?" I'm like, it's coming along. It's almost done, but it is done now.
Hell yeah. We'll have to
I
we'll have
have
to
a
get
lot
you
of
back
time
on
on my
the
hands. That's all I gotta
Do a
say.
whole EP. A whole
yeah.
Right?
mixtape.
Yeah, just put a whole Fallout album together.
The whole
It's like
rap all
yeah, just five, you know what I mean?
Look,
my
Good.
battle with the
find me somebody,
mechanist.
guys. Come on.
Right?
Find me somebody. I'll produce anybody.
Like, let's go.
Yeah,
Anyone
Anthony
with
will
a
work on
theme
some
like that,
beats.
I'll produce
Yeah,
that shit.
Anthony will make you some Fallout themed beats.
That's funny. With little nuke bombs in the background.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Anything. Yep.
He could do it. He can get it done.
So that the community wants me to rap on stream so bad.
We'll do it.
So
I'm
bad.
telling you.
Because I did it once, but I was really drunk. Really, really drunk, and I deleted the stream immediately afterwards. So but they got a
That's so
little
funny.
Cardi B out of me. They got some Cardi B out of me.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
What do people deliver beer? Like, is there beer delivery services around you?
Yeah.
All right.
I
What is
can
it?
order from the liquor
I'm
store
about
right
to
now.
send it. About to send it. All right. Have a couple of drinks, Renee. Let's hear some music.
I'm drinking already. What do you think's in the Fashna mug? Come
Hell
on,
yeah.
yo.
You got vodka in there?
Mm-mm.
What is your drink of choice? I know I
Whiskey.
used
There's this new
Whiz.
drink that I'm drinking. I call it my 2-finger apple pie, and it's it's Fireball whiskey and apple juice, and it tastes like apple pie. But I call it
really?
my 2-finger because that's how I
It actually
measure how much alcohol at the bottom of the glass.
hell yeah. But that actually
And
sounds
plus,
alright.
I have
I'm
a
not a
tooth.
fan of I'm not a big fan of apple pie, but people say whiskey's good in lemonade too.
It is, yeah,
Yeah,
a
people tend
hard
to like that.
lemonade.
I'm not a whiskey guy. I like gin. Gin's my my
Mm.
go-to.
I,
But I
I
get a
just
lot of
drink whiskey straight.
If I'm not drinking the whiskey, then I drink a lot of wine.
wine. I like wine as well. I do enjoy wine, but I like dry wine, so I don't do sweet. Like
Like sweet wine.
you like probably what do you like Moscato and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Typical.
My
Typical.
girl. Like red
You
wine,
and
I don't
Cher could
know.
drink together.
Like red wine gives me like the next day I have the worst headache if I drink too
Yeah.
much. So
See, I'm the
Yeah.
opposite. White
That's
wine
all
get
wine
like
for me.
sugary drinks in general, like if it's alcohol, like mixed with sugary drinks, it kills me. Like I get the worst hangovers from it. But red that's why I do red wine dry as fuck. I like drinks. I'm the same way with my beer. Like I like beer that's real hoppy and yeah, I want my
Tastes like
drink to make me
fucking
want to drink
flowers.
more. What'd you say?
Tastes like fucking flower petals.
What?
The fucking IPAs and shit.
I love that shit, man. I love IPAs. I'll
They all
kill
taste
somebody
like
for an
flower
IPA.
petals to me.
Really?
Mm,
Yeah.
I don't
I don't know.
really
I think
drink beer.
I grew up drinking. Well, my stepdad he brews his own beer, so he's very into IPA. So I think that's where I got it because he'd be like, "Here, try this. Let me know how it tastes." You know what I mean?
Mm.
And so I guess I grew a taste for it because I had it a lot. It was around where like most. I mean, don't get me wrong. We definitely drank a lot of
Keystone.
shitty Keystone. You know what I mean? Keystone Premium.
Some
Fucking
natty ice. Come on now.
Yeah.
no, we were Keystone. We were Keystone kids. We always
We were
drank
natty
Keystone.
ice and Mad Dog 2020s.
Yeah, never Mad Dog, but yeah, Natty Ice and Keystone. It's all the same caliber of just
The
Right.
first time
the
I
cheapest
blacked out
drink.
was on Mad Dog 2020.
Oh shit. What's the other one? What's the other Mad Dog that people like? Was it something marmalade or something like that?
I don't know.
There's like another Mad Dog that yeah, most people say 2020, but there's like another one that people like as well. I think there's a couple different ones.
I don't think
I
I
never
ever
got into it.
I never blacked out from alcohol alone.
Really?
It was always like
I have.
alcohol and like pills.
I got
or
kicked
some
out of a
shit.
casino in Tahoe. I
Damn.
blacked out. I don't remember that though. Thanksgiving one year.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Yeah, I've probably blacked out maybe 2 times in my whole life. Like there's definitely been times I've like woken up and I was like looking for my car, like, damn, did I drive home? Like, where the fuck's my car? Like, I don't remember anything. Like, I just remember like drinking at the bar and then I wake up in the morning. And it's like, okay,
Yeah. I've
hope I
had
didn't
those
kill
nights.
anyone. But
Yeah.
yeah, don't drink and drive.
There was this one time I was out clubbing up in Sacramento and you just don't hang out with the Vietnamese people and the Chinese people unless you plan on blacking out because they
Yeah.
just go hard. They just go hard. And that's exactly what happened. And I guess I like threw up in one of the card rooms that we
Oh
went
shit.
to, like all over the casino floor. So I got banned from there. And then, like, all up in I was just puking everywhere, puked everywhere. And I lost my cell phone. So then I can't remember why I checked my Facebook, but someone sent me a Facebook message and was like, I have your cell phone in my car.
Oh
And
shit.
I'm like, well, can I pick it up? Well, I'm driving to Vegas today, so meet me here. So finally met up with the guy, got my cell phone. The next like 2 or 3 days later, there's a story on the news about this guy who went crazy and broke into someone's house and was attacking people with a machete and all this other stuff and got
Oh,
shot by the
PCP.
police, and that was the guy that had my phone
That
in
had
his
your
car.
phone?
fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, and
Hey,
he
at
was
least you
one
got
of
your
our
phone back.
customers. Yeah, I got my phone, and luckily my phone wasn't in his car. When they found it, they would have been like, "Who is this chick?" and
Yeah, they'd have been questioning you
contacted
like, I
me.
don't even know. Like,
Exactly.
fucking drunk.
So crazy stuff happens in my life, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's wild. I wish I had a cool story like that. I've never
Yeah, I'm still friends with him on Instagram. It's crazy. I saw it the other day. I was going through like my friends
He's
list
not
and
in
his
prison?
Instagram still up there. No, he's dead. He got
Then
shot
how
and
are you
killed by the
Yeah.
cops.
Oh,
nobody
so
ever
like
closed his account.
no one closes his account. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that makes more
So I
sense.
was
I was like, how
going
does he have
through
an
like
Instagram then?
I was going through my friends list and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm still friends. Crazy.
We had a friend who had died, and somebody hacked her Facebook and was messaging people from her Facebook, like one of those spam shits.
Yeah,
That's
that's a common
crazy.
It
thing.
was
People have.
fucked up.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that a couple times with like people that I'm like, yo, I know this person's like dead, and like you catch
Right.
like a message, or like you look at their feed and they're like posting like some,
Yeah.
like weird ads and shit.
Then
Like,
some Ray-Bans or
Ray
something.
Bans.
right, Ray-Bans, swear. Exactly.
It's always the
That's the one.
Right. It's like all of a sudden people die and they just start maybe Ray-Ban just killing people so they have more accounts to fucking share stuff
Maybe.
on.
Swear.
You never know.
I might have to get rid of my Ray-Bans. Can't endorse Ray-Ban now. That's so funny.
I
So
don't know what
what's
else
the
we need to
future of
talk about.
Renee?
Yeah,
My
we've been talking
kids
for a while.
Yeah, my kid turns 18. I've been streaming, just working, gonna travel this summer. Spend some time on the road, decide, where I want to plant my old lady legs at with my cat. Like about
Hell
it.
yeah.
I've been single for 4 years and nothing's changing. So
Well, what are you looking for like warmer weather? Do you care? Like, are you?
I can't do cold weather.
I
Like
was
my
saying you're
body. I'm
spoiled
I'm
by
an old lady.
California. California,
I'm an
there's
old
no
lady.
rain, there's nothing out there. Like it's just
I'm an
sunny.
old lady. I can't handle cold. Like my whole body tenses up and my back and my
Yeah.
muscles hurt. So like I gotta stay somewhere that's decent, not like freezing my ass
Right,
off.
right. So
Everyone keeps
basically
telling me
below North
Arizona, and I'm like,
Carolina, like
no.
North
I
Carolina
think
and lower.
feel like I want to go East Coast for some reason because I've lived my whole life out here, and I'm like, I kind of want to experience the other side of the United States. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's all right. I've lived in Pennsylvania. It's all right, I guess. I mean, but then again, I'm
Nah,
moving, so I can't. Don't move to
I love
Pennsylvania.
it down here.
Where
I
you
love it.
moving to?
Myrtle, South
Where's
Carolina.
that?
That's where Anthony lives,
Oh,
South
really?
Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little beach. It's kind of a touristy spot, but it's not like I don't know. It's not
They have
like
a
It's
casino? I just gotta move somewhere that's got a
on a
casino, then
boat.
I have a job. On a
It's on a
boat?
yeah, it's
That's
on a
my
boat.
dream, is to work on, like, one of those steamboats dealing
Yeah,
cards, like, that
that's
would be
legit what it
so
that's what it is. There you
amazing.
go. Move there. We'll all meet up there. And
That would be great. Like, either that or a cruise ship. I've always thought about
I
working on a cruise ship.
I used to want to work on a cruise ship
Mhm.
and do like
I hear cruise
the
ships
sound and
don't.
shit, but
I heard they don't get paid good.
no,
Uh,
they pay good,
they
and
get tips
you
and
get free
stuff.
board.
And you get free room and board, and then
Right.
when you stop at port, you can get off, and the casino closes when you're ported. So all that time that they're stopped, you can get to experience everywhere that
Right.
they
Right.
stop. Like
I feel like it would get boring though after a while because it'd be the same
it's
thing.
not like a
Like,
full-time thing. I
Yeah.
can deal cards anywhere. There's
right.
gambling everywhere. So
That's true.
yeah.
Nowadays, like I was playing on I got a gambling problem, and I was playing
It does.
on
I just did some
FanDuel.
problem gambling training if you need some help.
Nah, I'm actually I'm pretty good at it. Like I haven't even picked up. Like I have the app on my phone. I haven't even opened it. And I don't know. I like sports betting to be honest, but
Hours. He hasn't opened it in hours.
yeah, it's been like 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, I don't have a
He's been
problem.
doing it this whole time. We just can't see it.
Right? That's why my hands are down here. You know what I mean? I'm gambling. But no,
Uh,
have you seen like like all those gambling like sports betting apps? How they all have like casinos on them now? And
yeah.
I like playing I was playing for a while. I was playing blackjack with the with live
Worst game you
dealers.
can play, just saying.
I mean, it's the best. I'm the best
That's a
at it.
house game. Yeah, but that's a house game. I'm just letting you know. If you ever really go play at a casino, don't play blackjack. Trust me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
It's best at that church your dad does.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Where your
yeah, yeah.
dad's the dealer and we can rock him for the money.
Right. No,
Yeah.
well, the only thing with blackjack is I do get frustrated at tables. Like if I'm seriously like
The other
gambling,
players can
yeah, they
screw
fuck
you
you. Yeah, they
over.
fuck you over.
Yeah,
I
he
tried to
doesn't
explain this
like
to
me.
Anthony, and he didn't
He
understand.
doesn't like
He's
me.
like he's the asshole that fucks you over. Like he's
Yeah.
hitting on 17s and shit. Like fuck
Yeah.
it. Like
Luckily,
Live a little.
we only have one blackjack table because it's one of our least popular games because people love baccarat out here in the Bay Area. So we have, we can have 10 tables open technically, and one is blackjack, one is 3-card poker, one is Pai Gow, and the other 7 are baccarat. So, but blackjack, that every time I have to go there, it's a fucking argument with
You're just a
somebody.
bad dealer,
Somebody's
that's all.
arguing. I am. I'm just there to entertain, make people laugh. I don't care if you win.
See, you're the worst kind of dealer. You're the dealer I hate.
On
You gotta-
blackjack, if I get the first 2 cards you get are 6 and 9 for 15, I'm like, dinner for 2. What do you want to do?
do you guys do like the side bets and stuff with like
Yeah. We have the bust
Yeah.
bet, we have the pair plus, we even have a jackpot that hit the other day for 100,000.
Yeah, I like playing the little doing like the side bets on like getting straights and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Yep, we got all that fun
That's
stuff.
how you lose your money quick though.
Yep.
Like putting them side bets down. That's strictly for fun. Like you're
Yeah,
not gonna make any
baccarat
money.
though, the side bets for baccarat is what pays my bills. It's called the
Really?
dragon bonus. It pays 40 to 1.
Holy shit.
So every $5 is 200. So we have tables where the minimum they can bet is 25. So if it hits, they're winning $1,000 automatically.
Fuck yeah.
So imagine,
We're gonna have to learn
40 people bet it, $25. They always tip whatever they bet on it for the most part. So there you go. 40 people just tossed me $25. So
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I gotta say it pays my bills. I got a dragon tattoo for that mofo, okay?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't
They
even know if
rub
they
it-
have that.
They rub
out
it
here.
for good luck. My dragon. I'm like,
I don't
yeah,
know if they
rub
have that out here.
D.
I literally don't think they have baccarat out here.
Ba- They should. It's like a super popular game in casinos right now. It didn't used to be. I remember when we first got it out in the card rooms out here. We had all the freaking crazies coming from other countries to play it. Like
Yeah.
it was insane.
Where does
Like,
that
it's
so it sounds like it's not like it's not Texas Hold'em, you know what I mean? Like
I believe it's started in France. I want to say that's where
France.
baccarat originated, but it's huge in Asia.
It sounds like
huge.
Russian or something.
No, baccarat is French, if I'm not mistaken. But it's huge in Asia. Like, just everybody plays it.
Yeah.
That's all they want to play.
I might have to learn it. Do you like poker?
I can teach you.
How does 3-card poker work?
3-card poker? It's a house game. You know, you
But I'm saying
gotta,
like how does it, like what do they deal you 3 cards?
you get 3 cards and the dealer gets 3 cards. So say the dealer has ace high. If you don't have an ace or better, like, or a pair or something in your hand, then you're just gonna fold because you can't beat their ace high. But here's the thing: in our card room, we show you 1 card.
Okay.
Most other places, 3-card, they don't even expose a card for you. So if you look at your hand and you're like, okay, I got Jack, 7, deuce. That's Jack high.
Right.
Anything above Jack high is gonna beat you and you're gonna lose. But if
So
the
it's
dealer
really not
doesn't,
poker. Now do pairs like
yeah, you get a bonus if you bet the pair bet. There's a bonus payout for it, and you can get flushes. So if your 3 cards are all diamonds, that's a flush. Or if they go like 7, 8, 9, you got a straight. 3 of a kind happens. Mini royal is ace, king, queen suited.
okay.
So
Yeah, I always played Texas Hold'em mainly. That was more.
yeah, we don't actually, and that's the funny thing is I work in a card room, but we don't have poker, like regular poker.
Regular poker, right?
Mm-mm.
I feel like
We're all
I don't know. I feel
table
like Texas Hold'em was super popular like years ago. Like that was like the shit
Years.
because like
I
there
mean,
was
it's
so
still
much like
popular.
yeah, but I feel like it's not. I don't hear about it as much.
I mean, they still have like the World Series of Poker tournaments in Vegas every year. A lot of dealers out here go deal for that weekend.
Oh, really?
It's still big. It's playing all the damn time on our TVs at work.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean,
watching
I like
poker,
it. I
like,
enjoy
this
it. I'm not that
weekend.
good at it though. I'm not like a great poker player. Like I could play like some people like in a bar. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
some bars around here, they'll have like poker nights and like in the back room. You know what I mean? People are sitting there gambling. But I could probably play there, but I'm not the best at poker.
I've won a
It's
few
not my
tournaments.
strong game.
I'm best at throwing cards.
Throwing
I
cards.
I can
I
fucking
can
throw 'em.
toss
I
some
can fucking
cards
throw 'em.
too. That's actually when you're training to be a dealer, one of the things that you do is you sit there and you have a deck of cards and you just like hold it close. I used to rubber band my wrists together because you have to hold it close enough to get a good flick going. Trading habits. So yeah,
Yeah,
I would put a hat on the other side of the room and I just toss the cards into the hat to
Nice.
crazy.
practice my pitch.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I could build a card house.
me too.
That's about
I
it's about my extent
I
with
wished I would
cards,
have brought a deck of cards out.
right? What
I
kind of
could have
dealer
showed
are
you
you?
guys some things. Yeah, I mean, I got the crazy,
You,
arch of the cards
you know any
going.
magic?
I I know magic.
Are you like a? I'm saying like card, like like card,
Yeah,
like
where you
sleight of
can,
hand stuff.
yeah,
Are you like good with sleight of
yeah.
hand and stuff?
Some of it.
Some of that shit's cool. Like I just like what do they call it? Cardistry, where they like just like the flourishes and all that crazy shit people do.
Yeah,
Like that's
I
not really
like doing
magic, but
stuff like that.
that shit's cool as
No,
fuck.
I like flourishing the cards and like making a big spectacle out of it. Because half the
Right,
time the customers don't care, so it's just for my own pure entertainment. I'm like, whoop.
right. Yeah, I've seen some. You ever hear of Chris Ramsey? He's like a
Hmm.
magician on YouTube. Yeah, he does some
Yeah,
crazy shit. He's pretty good, but he features a lot of people. Like he gets like reacts to other people doing it. And there's some shit that I've seen that's pretty wild. You know what I
yeah, I'm
mean?
doing still, but
Ambulance, ambulance.
yeah.
But other
Yeah,
than
no,
that,
it's fine. I like messing around with the cards. When you're on a dead table, it's all you have time to do. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, I would assume. I mean, if you've been doing it for 9 years,
yeah.
you've definitely held a
13
few decks of
technically in
cards.
the casinos out here, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, that's wild. I've never been at a job more than like 2 years. I've never kept a job more than 2 years. I'm like, I'm over this fucking place. I'm out of here. But my job now is pretty cool. I'll probably stay there until I'm ready to move.
Yeah, in all honesty, I love my job. I really
That's
do.
good
It's
though.
Yeah,
sometimes I
that's
hate the
important.
people that are there and the situations that are going down, but at the end of it all, I really do enjoy doing what I do. And
Would you ever quit your job and just stream full time?
yes,
Yeah,
You would?
of course.
nice.
Hell yeah.
If I didn't live in California where my rent
Where
was
yeah, your rent's
$2,400 a
ridiculous, right?
month,
Yeah, that's
you
that's
know,
ridiculous. That is
my
the problem with
monthly
It is
bill,
California.
my
cheap over
monthly
here.
living expenses is like $4,000 a month in California. So yeah,
That's crazy. Like
it's
legit
ridiculous.
Myrtle Beach might be your
It's
move.
nice. It's
You still
nice.
got a beach, the
It's
weather's
cheap.
good, and
It's
it's not
cheap.
expensive to live there.
Mm,
Yeah.
It's
and
actually
it's a
like
beach. So you're speaking to a girl's heart right
that's
there.
what I'm saying. That's why I'm moving there. It's like the same here
Yeah.
in Pittsburgh. Like the housing market's the same. Like
Yeah.
you can get a 2 bedroom place for like $1,100
I don't
a
even need
month.
2 bedrooms. My kid's turning 18.
I'm
You
just
can get
saying,
whatever
but you know what I
you
mean. Like
want.
in
I
comparison,
just
like
want a little
to a 2 bedroom
shack.
out there. Yeah, yeah, buy a home. That's my plan. I mean, we'll probably move down there and I'll rent for a while, but
Yeah.
obviously I'll buy a house. But yeah.
Yeah,
But
we'll see what happens.
anything else you want to plug or talk about here,
Um,
Renee?
not really. I mean, there's just so much. But,
Well, we'll
you know,
have you on again.
I'm I'm streaming on Twitch now. Not so much on Facebook too much anymore.
Make sure
Until
we put up.
Facebook can calm the trolls.
We'll
And that's what's funny is everyone's
we'll
like, "You
link
look
everything.
so young. How do you stay looking so young?" I feed off the souls that troll guys. So that's
And you
that's
used to
what
work for
happens.
Proactive.
Yeah, and I used to work for Proactive and Cold
You
Stone. I used to have to sing for my tips. At least I don't have to do that anymore.
had to sing at Cold Stone?
Yeah, yeah, that was a thing when they first came out. That when you got
That's crazy.
tipped, they had specific songs that were related to ice cream that they changed like the words to popular songs to ice cream lyrics, and then it was required that we sang in some locations because I worked at multiple locations because I was management. Some required you to dance as well.
I would never. I would never do it. Like any of
That
those
was when I was
restaurants?
in Vegas and the tips on the strip singing some songs in Vegas for some ice cream. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
telling you
I
what.
I couldn't do it. I would never work at like any of those restaurants where like, you know what I mean, you get like the birthday songs and shit. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Got me fucked up. I am not singing some dumbass shit for a bunch of people. But yeah,
It's called paying your bills, VP,
I
any
hear
way
you.
that you
I'll just get a
can.
different fucking job, man. That's where I'm at. I'll figure something out.
I mean, I was doing cake decorating there too. So
Oh, that's fun. That seems fun. Like I could get into that, the creative side of
yeah,
things.
I would actually there's a God, I every time I go to talk about this, I forget to look up the damn TV show. So I worked at a bakery called Freed's Bakery in Vegas, and they do all of the wedding cakes and everything for all the casinos
Okay.
in Vegas. And now they have a damn TV show. And I'm like, I could
Is
have
it
been
like
on a damn
Oh
TV
man.
show
is it like
had I
Cake
kept
Boss?
doing it. It's oh God, yeah, it's like Cake Boss. It's called Vegas Cakes, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So my good friend is on the show, and I'm just sitting there like, I hate you so much. So you're lucky. He's like, you're the one who left Vegas. I'm like, stop it.
Right. All right, Renee.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Well,
you for
thanks for
coming on.
having me. Listen to
And
me
we'll
hammer on about random shit.
that's what I like though. It's more conversational. Like that's what we try to
Yeah.
strive for with our podcast. We don't want it to be like a
For
job
sure.
interview.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or talking about a rapper's new album
Yeah.
the whole time.
Right. Right.
It's about my life.
But
You
thank you,
didn't dig
Renee.
too deep, so I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, you
Well,
know,
like I said, we'll
we
have you on
We'll
we'll
have
again.
you back.
we'll
Like,
bring you
we'll
back.
think of more
We'll just keep
things to add.
we'll just keep digging. We'll slowly just
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. Are you who is Matt B on freaking Twitch?
uh,
Huh? Yeah, that's you.
That's
why are
you.
you
I
laughing?
saw you follow me, so now I know you're watching on Twitch.
I literally
Yeah.
just followed you too.
Oh, geez.
And
We have
we're
so
about to pull up. Better watch
over
out.
there, if you turn your notifications on, I do secret streams over there. So they're not on the schedule. So we go live and we listen to any damn music you guys want to listen to. And then we
Nice.
talk about anything you want to talk about. And then after the stream ends, I delete it like immediately.
Oh yeah,
Still
just
deleted.
so you don't get a what's it called
Yeah.
DMCA.
So we don't get
So
the DMC.
there is a way to upload, so it just uploads your audio to the clips and takes out
Uh-huh.
the music. But
Eh,
that's an
I don't care.
OBS.
I like the idea of just deleting it all. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't believe oh, wait, we deleted it. So I don't have to worry about
Right.
it. Yeah. So it's fun. I like Twitch, Facebook. You know, I was such a big pusher of how awesome
You
Facebook
hated
gaming
Twitch.
is.
I wish I
I
should go
hated
back in
Twitch.
your Facebook streams and and clip all the parts when you're like, I'll never go to Twitch.
Yeah, I know it took a lot, but now, like I said, people are like really harassing me all the time to go over there full time. And like I said, I got rated by one of the biggest. I've been rated by multiple Fallout streamers who, average 200 people watching them. And so,
Oh yeah.
and they love me. They think I'm a sweetheart. And I'm like, you don't know the real me.
Well, don't show him this. But
So I love Twitch. It may have to eventually be us moving over. I'm actually doing my first test of Red Dead Redemption over there on
see how
Thursday
that
or
goes.
tomorrow night.
Hell
See
yeah.
how it goes. So
Tomorrow night. What time?
tomorrow night,
I'll make sure I'm there.
8 p.m. It's too late for you. It's 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We do a lot of late
Yeah,
night streams.
I'll be
So
sleeping.
yeah, because I'm a late night person. I work at the casino at night.
Right.
So
Yeah, I gotta wake up in the morning anymore. So
yeah. But I
well,
I ain't,
actually,
appreciate
I
you
ain't got
tomorrow.
guys
shit to
having
do.
me.
Actually, I
I'll
don't
be
have to
there.
wake up on Friday. I don't have to wake up on Friday because Shara doesn't have school, so she can take the kids to daycare, and
Mm.
I don't have to go into work because I'm just on call, so I can stay
Well, we'll be yeehawing it up.
up. Hell yeah,
Maybe I'll
yeah. I'll
show
make
you
sure.
my dick cave. We'll give you a donkey show too.
Oh my god.
We have so much fun.
Hell yeah. I'll try my best to pull up. I kind of like
For
to make
sure.
promises, so if I show up, I
I,
show up.
you know me, I don't care if anyone shows up, but if you do, say hi.
I show up to all my friends' streams.
Hell yeah. All right, Renee. Well, we'll wrap it here, and all the links for
Awesome.
everything. If anyone's interested in seeing Renee stream or want to hear her talk about shit on Twitter, Feel
Yeah.
free to click a
Post all
link.
my weird photos of my video game.
Hell yeah.
There's
All right,
one of me
guys.
smelling a scorched butthole.
Let's go.
My character. It's right up on the butt.
All right, guys.
I'm an adult and swear.
Thanks for watching.
Do